Your recent call to revoke birthright citizenship for the children of illegal immigrants caught many off guard, especially as many saw you as a compromiser on immigration reform. What caused you to sign on to this now, and are you ready to amend the 14th Amendment?
Okay. Number one, what I'm trying to do is look at the incentives we have for legal immigration and reward those and take the incentives for illegal immigration off the table. I've been looking at the birthright citizenship issue for about a year, and I'm still looking at it. I don't know what to do, but I know this, that this is an anomaly in 2010, that if you're here visiting Charleston from some foreign country and you have a child here while you're on vacation, that child's an American citizen. No other country I know does that. If you go to England or France as a tourist, your child doesn't become a British or French citizen. There are groups from China, the Mideast, and Europe that are catering to wealthy Chinese, Mideastern, European families. They're selling tourist visas. For 90 days, they'll give you a tourist visa. You can come to a resort, have your child, make that child an American citizen, turn around, go home. I think that's unseemly, and that cheapens American citizenship.
July was the deadliest month for U.S. troops in Afghanistan, 66 reported fatalities.
Yeah.
Is the mission there going as planned in your view?
Well, we got a new strategy, and the reason the death toll is higher is that we're focusing now on Afghanistan. Some resources were taken from Afghanistan to Iraq. We couldn't afford to lose there. We're stabilizing Iraq. I think it's going to be a great success story in Iraq. Now the fight's turned back to Afghanistan. Why did the Taliban come back? They don't have any tanks. They don't have an air force. The reason they came back is because the Afghan government has done a poor job of governing their own country.
Last month, protesters hung you in effigy in Mount Pleasant for your support of Supreme Court nominee Ms. Kagan.
Yeah.
Have you ever been hung in effigy before, and what's it feel like?
Well, you know, I'm no worse for the wear. It's a great country, actually. You know, I would protect their right to do that. It's something worth fighting and dying for. These young men and women over in Afghanistan and Iraq are making sure that we're a free nation. And you can say and do just about anything you want to within reason to a politician, and I accept criticism. But one thing I'm not going to accept is the idea that it's bad to work with the other side. Alito and Roberts are two great conservative judges. I was one of the gang of 14 that broke the Democratic filibuster. 7 Republicans and 7 Democrats agreed to work with each other to get the Bush nominees on the court, and only filibuster judges if there were an extraordinary circumstance. When it comes to Elena Kagan, I would not have chosen her. She is a liberal. But the President Obama won the election. And if I can't honor his picks, if they're qualified within the mainstream, and I thought she was well qualified for the job in the mainstream of liberal thought, then how can I go to my Democratic colleagues and ask them to vote for a conservative judge? I don't want to destroy the judiciary. I don't want to politicize the judiciary any more than we're doing. I think under our Constitution, the role of advise and consent is not to replace my judgment for that of the President, but to make sure he's putting someone on the court who's qualified, is not a crony, is not a political hack, but somebody who is well qualified to be a judge.